So I've got the stuff back from the powder coating place finally. Here's the unveiling of the lugs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, still all there. So it'll be interesting to see how the powder coating comes loose here. What I forgot to tell them was that they didn't need to do the insides, but I guess that doesn't really hurt any. We'll just have to break that loose there. So that's the lugs there. This is the shell itself. Here we have the rims. So let's see what we got here. Now notice in the shell, if you look closely, you can see that there are the places where the flaking happened there. That carried through the powder coating. Then we were able to get all the chrome up. But I anticipated, I'm not preserving any value of the drum anyway, really, by doing this. It's more here are the rims in the neon green Seahawks color. Looks pretty good. That way you can see them in the camera. But there they are there. Good idea there. Okay. Now we have the moment of truth on the lugs here. I'll see how these come apart here. So, screws came loose pretty well. Just doing one at first to find out what we got here. Hopefully you can see in the camera. Pretty good there. Now, here's the question. What do we get here? Line of demarcation. Over here. So, these I'm not terribly concerned about, so I'm going to these boards are cooked, these are baked on, so you can see that there's the cardboard on it. That may or may not be a problem. We'll find out here. Seems just to come off with a, probably use a plastic knife or fork on this. Let's get that off cleanly. A little bit of the metal showing too. These are on the inside anyway. These are really no consequence. So that's what we have there now. See a little bit of a... And here's the question. How do we get this off here? Get a razor blade knife here. see what we get. I'll take it. Just always remember, cut towards yourself. Present. Cut away from yourself. Okay. So now, well, if I was working on the right one, that'd probably help. Truth. That's what we have there. This is my raw version here. So the question will be how to get the powder coat edges off there cleanly. You can see there's the edges on there. It's going to take some work here. It won't be as easy as I thought. But I'll pick this up later on. Okay, the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking my needle nose pliers, just catching some of the debris off there. So, using a multi-tool for all this, so. So I'm not getting that in the camera frame there as often as I should. See, that's rough there. We'll try this. recommend using a real file for this. Okay, so now have some at least the holes in the this down a little bit. A lot of work for one lug, 9 more to go. Okay, of course I have to put the guts in these before I put them on, but I'm just doing this for okay. That's definitely passable. If you're over about 3-4 feet away, you'll never notice. So it probably took me 5-6 minutes to get the off there. So we got about an hour and a half job there. Okay, alternative to using the file on all these, I've seen this now. So if you look here and see, I can just, using the razor, the utility knife, and see these are pretty rough here. Okay, focus there, especially that one there. So I'll see what we come up with this way. I'm sort of sawing it. I'm not just dragging along it, I'm sawing it a little bit. Angling it away from the front. A little bit more likely to show some of the steel underneath this way, but angle it down a little bit so it stays in focus a little bit better. Now, if you know your people doing your powder coating, they may be able to come up with a better solution so you don't have the splash there, but I don't know quite how they do that. You saw how I attached that to that fiber board. Get that. free off here. Now this is an older Supraphonics that didn't have the black gaskets that so many people hate because they think they change the sound. But you get a set of those gaskets in this sort of scenario, might not be a bad idea, depending on what your lug splay looks like. So, looking here, this is the knife way, which is much faster than the file way. You can see it'll focus there. A little bit of dust on there.
So what's the idea behind the Seahawks thing? Is that going to be used for something specific or just kind of show off?
Don't know yet.
Sort of fun for the Seahawks color.
Okay, here we have one completed lug on here. I went ahead and put the dampener on. I don't know whether I'm going to keep it or not because they are such a pain. But that's just one screw that holds it, then you run that through there. So here's a little trick on the lugs you have to watch out for. So you can take a lug and through the inserts, and you lay the inserts in. These off here. I'm going to do one lug. You can see how to do this. So insert goes the long side up in here. Other one goes opposite side. A little tricky to get in there. But the concern I had was that the powder coat would block those holes, but they fit just fine. So you see how the spring goes in there? You have one insert in here, one insert in here, and then I don't know if I can do this without screwdriver. So I'm just taking this insert in the spring and guide it onto that. Better, easier to do with my fingers. So put the one spring on the insert there, bend it down, pop it in the other side, and then we have them floating there. That's a Ludwig Imperial lug. Okay, this is the process that I finally arrived at here. So I'm going to take the crapped out, you see where all this stuff is stuck is. I'm going to take the coarse file, use the snap some of this stuff down, where the increments of the lugs are, just rough it out. I'm replacing this table, by the way. So folding it down, snapping it off really, the extra powder coating. This is with a coarse file. That's what I did the first time. Now I use my utility knife. All the stuff I've broken loose here. The back. Always kind of myself, towards myself, of course. Just so you know, I'm just kidding about cutting towards yourself. You're never supposed to cut towards yourself. Sometimes it is handier though. So now I've got it roughed in like this. A little bit of and the final step, we use the fine file. You might have 3 or 4 final steps though too. I have to make sure this part is flat. No debris there. I'm pretty much left now. I've got to the point where I leave any of the powder coating just sort of sticking out, because it's going to be there anyway. Now, on the up and the down side, I'm looking at these lugs to find out which is the cleanest edge on the top side. That's going to be the most visible one. And I guess I'll use this one. So I have to put them in the holes here. And just sort of pop them in here. It's a good example. This one isn't going very good. Let's see what's going on here. Nothing has really changed on this as far as geometry or anything, so it should fit in here. Except for this right here. So it's apparently have a little bit of a powder coating on here. I'm going to just edge down just a little bit. Right here is where I'm going on this. Now, this is my top side. Make a lot of difference here. See if it makes a difference which way it goes up. In this instance, the powder coating did cover the hole a little bit, so I'm going to take it and something soft here. Okay, now it came on there. Now I have 2 of those on there. Obviously that one's not going to come off very easily. Put the screws on the inside like so. It was a painfully obvious thing when it's done this before probably, but anyway. So I'm going to put the screw into that receptacle there. And I have a nut driver right here. Snug first one. The other one. Take a look at the fit on there and go ahead and tighten them down. Not too tight. These are relatively soft metal on these. So there you have pretty good fit there. Like I mentioned, you might want to see what your fit is here. It doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of lug splice. I'm not too concerned about that. This drum was probably 70, and so it probably had no gaskets on it, and so the lugs probably were sized a little bit differently. Anyway, there's 2 on there.